Afternoon, VC. Let's see. Some serious business here with records this particular week. I'm not really sure where to begin here. I think I've got everything out here that I've picked up recently. And I mentioned in the last video that, I went to New York and only, when it took it a little bit easy on day one at WFMU, expecting, the next day to be big time with the fair with more vendors coming on Saturday and the shops that we had planned to go to. And I missed out on all that due to my health. So I had a huge budget that I saved for 6 months. And so I decided to pick up a record that came up for sale before the fair, and a significant LP, not impossible to find. There are a few copies for sale. I think a total of 3 copies are for sale, one without a cover, as some of these came that way in this on this label from Sweden, and that is on the Bird Notes label. And the record that I got is Ben Nordstrom, Natural Music from 1968. This is a mono original. It's a mint copy all the way around. I got this from Sweden. Incredible LP, considered to be one of the first examples of solo free jazz that was ever recorded. Predates just by a little bit, from what I understand, Albert Ayler and Anthony Braxton, for example, with 4 alto. The A side does have bass accompaniment, but the B side is the solo piece that I'm referring to. And I'll show you the label on this. Like I said, it's a stunning copy. The cover art is fantastic. Laminated. This is total improvisation, creative spirit, spontaneous composing. Yeah, this plays fantastic. Let me show you the label. There's the Bird Notes label. It's red on one side and green on the other. This has both tracks, Bird Notes and Folk Tunes on the A and Spontaneous Creation on the B. There is a version of this record where you only get, I believe, the B, the song that's on the B side. There were only 50 copies of this particular version pressed. And again, some didn't come with a cover. So it's fairly rare. Like I said, not impossible to find. I saw there was the one guy there that sells, what's his name, Sergio or whatever. I'm not 100%. The guy from Portugal, his booth, pretty sure it was his booth last year at Den Bosch, or if it was in Utrecht, I can't remember which it was at. He had 2 copies on the wall there that I saw in a video. But there's one version with 1 copy for sale. It's pretty expensive. And then even the copy without a cover, I think they want, probably after you did shipping and tax and insurance, probably like, $800 or something. And that's without the cover. So yeah, it's a significant piece to the collection. The B-side's interesting because he just records everything. There's little breaks in between the playing, and sometimes he has to clear his throat to get going again. So you hear that on the record. It's there's a real human element to this record. Very, very unique. The style is fantastic. The tone is incredible. It's a very lyrical album. It's not all that free and out there, like as skronky as, say, Albert Ayler can get, or even Anthony Braxton for that matter. Very lyrical. Only at the end of the B side do you hear him start to really push out way out. But at the time, this was, and especially in Sweden, this was very different. It had a huge influence on free jazz as we know it. Mats Gustafsson's tone, his style, very, very similar to this. Yeah, I can't believe it's here in this house. So Bang Nordstrom, Natural Music, on the Bird Notes label from 1968, a mono original. Probably the most significant, one of the most significant records in the collection now. Next record is no slouch to follow that up. This is a record that Dom found, I think it was the first record he found at the fair on Friday when we got there at WFMU. From what I understand, there were a few more copies on Saturday. Talking to Brandon, but Dom got a really nice copy. It looks pristine. And it's a very difficult record to find. At the time, I don't think there were any available on Discogs, certainly none on eBay. And again, that Bang Nordstrom, there's none on eBay at all, that I've seen. But this record, Dom was able to get a decent amount off from Joe at Basement Records. And that was he started out the fair correctly. It was a big one on his want list. And let me go pull those records. I have the other two Brother Ah records. They're here somewhere. See if I can find them. Sorry I didn't have them pulled. I don't even know where I keep them. I'm sure it's under B. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're right here. So I have these two records. And I think I have the box set too. I'll grab that too while I'm at it. I think that's it. Where is it? Oh yeah. It's a CD thing. It's like a CD. Divine Music. From Brother Ah. This is the C, Meditation and Searching. It's on this CD. It's like I don't know, is it a double or a triple? I can't remember. I know, it's really cool though. Some cool artwork. I have Sound Awareness, Move Ever Onward. And Brother Ah's, it's on the Sound Awareness series. I have this one too, which is, this was the Strata East one with Max Roach. So yeah, I have those. Those are reissues. So I didn't have any originals. They're hard to find and they go for a lot. But the third one, the one that Dom got, I didn't think I'd ever run across it. And then I think it was last week, sometime or the week before, Van posted a video for Decibel Music and showed the wall, and there it was, right on the wall, the last record, top left. So I called the shop, and it went straight to Van, Secretary of Funk from the VC. And I didn't know it was him. He didn't sound like he does in his videos. So I said, hey, this is Dave Gibson, an old friend of Van's from the back in the day, inquiring on the Brother Ah. And he goes, hey, this is Van. I was like, oh, shit, what's up, man? So we shot the shit for a while. Talked about some old records that he used to show in his videos, and he talked about some possible shows coming up at Decibel Music in DC, his record shop. Andy Bay, I guess, was one, and I think he was trying to work on getting Dollar Brand there, even though he doesn't like to be called that anymore. So Abdullah Ibrahim to perform there in the shop. I don't know if that one's worked out, but it sounded like he was going to get Andy Bay for sure. And he just posted a video, and there were some really good singers and performers. Decibel After Dark. So they, kind of turns into a club there after hours. Really, really, the one singer, she was fantastic. They just one of their most recent videos. I'll leave a link to that. But I asked him about this record. He said, well, I think I've got a certain price on it. And that price was really good compared to what I had seen at WFMU. But I didn't know condition. And then he said, I'll tell you what, if I'll go in the shop tomorrow and I'll send you a video of the record, playing a sample, and then send you some pictures and see if we can work out a deal. So he did that, and it was actually, the guys in the shop had priced it, I think, $30 lower than he thought. And then he took another 30 off due to condition, and here it is. Brother on the Sounds of Awareness, Key to Nowhere. I think this was, 83 original on Divine Music. Beautiful record. This copy has some water damage on the back, pretty significant, and it's a VG at best playback. Little noisy. I'm gonna take it up to Dylan at Noble here next week and see if he'll put it in his ultrasonic for me. Might get some of the surface noise off, but the music powers through, and it's loud, and there's no skips. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Yeah, Robert Northern, Brother on the Sounds of Awareness, Key to Nowhere. Some good vocals on this, some good playing. Really, really good stuff. So that was another big one. Then I had a couple records that were pre-ordered at Lunchbox that had been there a while that I kept forgetting to pick up. That I ran into Scott. He was there with his son at the Herbie Hancock show. And I asked him if he had the Joe McPhee records in. Like he wanted to talk about work. But he went ahead and ordered all three that had been just recently reissued by Superior Viaduct, who does a great job with reissues. So I had to get these because the originals on Hat Hut are hard to find here in the States and expensive. So Joe McPhee tenor. So this is his solo free jazz effort, I think in 1977. So quite some years after the Nordstrom, but really good. Joe McPhee, phenomenal saxophone player. So I was happy to get that one. Again, originally on Hat Hut. These are Superior Viaduct. And then this one I'm not as big on, but he ordered all three, so I ended up getting all three. I got one prior. This is the Willisau concert. I think there's some electronics in this that I didn't really dig that much upon first listen from John Snyder. But, there's a drummer here with Joe McPhee and him, so... Joe's playing is fantastic. He plays tenor and soprano. This is again, it's a little weird with the electronics, but good live show. And that's probably all the jazz. Had this record come in the mail from Permanent Records on Los Angeles. I don't know if I mentioned in my WFMU video, I did get to meet in person and talk to a couple of times while I was there, Lance from Permanent and his girlfriend Tara. Tara's the one that packages everything up and sends them, and sends me the tracking numbers. So they knew who I was when I told them, hey, I'm the guy from Charlotte that gets a bunch of records from me all the time off Instagram. And this one's another one. Somebody dumped their Omar Rodriguez Lopez collection in there because this is, I think, the third one I've picked up recently. Minor Cuts and Scrapes in the Bushes Ahead from former guitarist of the Mars Volta and At the Drive-In. Actually, Mars Volta is kind of back together and doing their thing. But this was that period when he did all these, 30-odd solo records. I haven't listened to this one yet. I didn't even know this one existed. I just thought the cover was interesting. I didn't even know who it was till I zoomed in. But it's an Omar record from, 2006 or 8, something like that. Maybe 2008. On Willie Anderson Records. There's that. I guess there's colored vinyl of that, but mine's just plain black. What do we got here? I picked this up Also at Lunchbox, I think when I picked up the Joe McPhee's, the Smile cutouts, the latest from them. This is the white exclusive vinyl, I think. Here's the inner artwork. Of course, you got a couple guys from Radiohead here, Tom York and Johnny Greenwood, with Tom Skinner on drums. Amazing trio. Yeah, just white vinyl on XL recordings. We'll see how this sounds. The jury's still out. Just got this in the door the other night. So, yeah, 2 releases in the same year from the Smile. The other record was fantastic. I like it better than the first record. I actually returned the first record because it was a terrible pressing. But the second record was fine, so I'm assuming they've sorted out what they did wrong on the first, and this new one will be fine. This is one that just got a reissue this year. A bunch of their catalog did. This is the band Shiner from the Midwest. I believe they're out of St. Louis area. This is their album Lula, Divinia, which is probably my favorite of theirs. A lot of people like the Egg, but this one is my favorite, and the B-side is absolutely fucking incredible. But yeah, the singer from the Life and Times is here. Big A, the man. Great guitar playing on this. Phenomenal. This band was kind of ahead of its time with some of their sound that's influenced a lot of other bands. Shiner. And I've never been too big on them just because, like my friend Joe said, they're a little bit inconsistent. But this record's an absolute fucking badass one. So that's a nice reissue from this year. And then I got a couple records here from Repo that I picked up, I think, last weekend. The Gun Club, Miami. The reason I picked this up, I've been holding out for an original, but this is a reissue, and I couldn't tell you the label. But I picked this one up because it's got a whole second disc of demos. And it was a good price. So, got some flyers in there. So yeah, this was really cool to find. Some custom labels on black vinyl. Love the Gun Club out of LA. Really good band. Great guitars, great songwriting. The first album is perfect record. So I'm looking forward to jamming this, and really cool it comes with a whole disc of demos. And I also found this, I played this is phenomenal. This single from David Bowie, it's a promo on RCA Victor. It's got Space Oddity and Moon Age Daydream on side 1, Life on Mars and It Ain't Easy on the B side. So it's a promo, RCA, not for sale. This is not an official copy. It is a boot, but it sounds fucking great and was cheap, so we grabbed that. I think originals on this go for a little bit of money, so I was happy to get this, and it plays great, so I'm good with this right here from Bowie. Four great songs. Moon Age Daydream is probably my favorite on this one. I got it because I really like Life on Mars, but that ended up being my least favorite on this. Oddly enough. That's everything. Gonna tack on some music here. Just a few of these records from 2024 that I've been spinning. Take care. Peace.